All right, guys. Captain Paul here. Good night, good evening, whatever. It's it's about 11:44, and I want to explain this video right here because a lot of people ask me this question, and I think a lot of you guys are curious about this because you know that I got my 100-ton captain's license, and what that means is I can operate a vessel pretty much like 80 foot or under, probably even close to 100 foot. With that license. So today we're heading, I got off of the Bess, which is a 40-foot basically ground craft, and then beautiful sunset tonight. Look at this, beautiful out there. It's probably some of the prettiest scenery. I'll play it right now while I'm talking here on the video, but anyway, I wanted to say that I right now my day started this morning at about 6 o'clock in the morning. It's going to end right about 5 o'clock if I don't have to stop for anything right now. But let's just say 6 o'clock, so a full 24-hour day. And that's just getting to the 65-foot Viking that I'm going on right now. And so the days are very, very long. They can be rewarding. You can see like Snapdragon, it was supposed to be an 8-day delivery, turned into a 15-day delivery. So it's tough, man. And to sit here and say that, like I did America's Great Loop, I did the Bahamas, and I did that all on my dime. My license, my captain's license cost me $150,000 if you add in all the trips. That's for the fuel, groceries, and everything, and that's the purchase price of the boat. And I'll be able to recuperate when I sell Southern State, probably somewhere around $75,000. But that's besides the point. So let's just say I've got $75,000 invested into my license. Now, add on top of that, because so now I've done America's Great Loop, and then I would get into the deliveries through the YouTube channel. So, having a YouTube channel helped a lot. It really did. But it got me on some rides that I normally wouldn't get on. And it wasn't all YouTube, but most of it was YouTube. So, I got on a bunch of deliveries. I actually got paid for those deliveries, but I worked for a very, very, very low wage, like $200 a day, $250 a day, something like that. I don't do that anymore now. It's $500 a day. But in the beginning, it was very, very low wages, and I even volunteered on some of these boats. You can see the Cat, that big 100-foot barge thing that we took across the Gulf there. That was all free. It was 100% free. And a lot of these boats I get on, and I'll move them and do them and dice them and slice them for free. It's just part of it's part of doing this gig right here. Anybody let me on and let me do anything, I would do it. Now the table's turned and I do get paid, but it was a long process. And the only way that you're going to get anywhere to being a captain of any boat is experience on the water, because it's everything. There's nothing about taking a test from the U.S. Coast Guard and passing that test that makes you a good captain. No way. You can get 100% on it. I don't care. You're not a good captain just because you took some written test. You need a practical experience on the water. I have, probably right now, I don't even know if I had to calculate in my head, somewhere getting close, punching right up around that 20,000 nautical mile mark. And a lot of that's, I've done several trips up and down the East Coast now. I know New York Harbor, I know them all. Cape May, Cape May was probably one of the worst places we could have got Snapdragon gone into. But I knew that going in, so I knew I knew how to get in there. I knew it was the middle of the night. It was the worst freaking case scenario. Couldn't have been a worst case scenario. But you don't get that without practical experience, and that's what I'm going to tell you. And a lot of the stuff that I was doing early on, it was very, very low pay. And when I say low pay, it wasn't enough to even support your family or anything. So you guys got to just keep that in the back of your mind. It's very, very long days. Even at my rate, let's say of $500 a day, they're 24-hour days. you don't get off that boat. You know, and when you get that knock on the door, I don't care what's going on, a tick or something on the radar or anything, you're getting a knock on your door and you're going to get woke up. That's just, you're the captain. That's what captains do. And you got to make decisions. So just remember that when you guys are looking for your captain's license, or thinking about getting your captain's license, and you want to go do this thing. Also, another thing that I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people get confused about this. There is 100%, I've seen people get so sick out there, they're just puking their brains out. And it's one thing to be in the intercoastal, and it's another thing to be on the outside there. When you go out to the outside, and what I mean by that is when you're not in the intercoastal and you're out there in the swell of the ocean, things change very, very quickly. And when things go bad, you guys have seen me on several deliveries, that little Nordic 32 got stuck out there in some weather. Just about every boat that I've ever been on, we've had an issue out in the ocean, basically. And so you got to be able to deal with that, prepare with that. You know, I've got a diesel mechanic background, so I'm not scared to get in there and get my hands dirty, jump in the engine room. And so you just got to remember that. I mean, it's not, being a captain of a boat is a huge responsibility, and it's a huge commitment. It's like flying an airplane. I mean, do you want to get in an airplane with a pilot that you know, kind of know what he's doing? And you just can't get it. You've got to get out here, and you've got to live it. You got to be in it. You can't be sitting at your house behind your computer watching TV or watching YouTube videos. You have to be out there on the water, and that's basically what I do. I live, breathe, and eat. You know, everything is about being out on the water, and that's the way it has to be, or I lose my skills. And so, anyway, just wanted to share that with you guys, especially for you guys, you know, that want to get into it, break into it. It can be rewarding, but at the same time, it is not an easy gig to get into. And the hours are very, very long, and the work is very, very hard as far as mentally and stressfully. Now, sitting in I love the scene here of me standing in the pilot house here of Snapdragon, which is basically a 65-foot Hatteras. That's where I'm at home now. So anyway, peace out. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Leave your comment down below. I hope you guys enjoy these little, what I call my weekend videos. They're just quick little videos talking about different things. Anyway, thanks, guys. Bye.